See, in the US and in most Europe countries, the burden of proof lies on the defendant, not the prosecution.
Okay.
You are guilty until proven innocent. You are not innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
So you have to prove you are innocent.
Morning everybody, this is Fadil Mola on Stan FM. How you doing? Are you feeling? It's a weekend morning. I am good, and of course everybody else in the building is good. So today I have a visitor, Abedi. Jina ni ngumu kidogo, but I'm gonna let him introduce himself properly. Bro, what's up?
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yes. Jina yako imenishinda kidogo.
Ndio nimeona.
Yeah.
Okay, kwa majina natambulika kama Abedi Pele.
Yeah.
Many things. A writer. A fashion enthusiast.
Okay. I see that.
A jazz collector.
Yeah. What?
A jazzy collector.
Jazzy.
Yeah.
Like jazzy
limited edition.
Oh, okay.
Jazzys.
Okay.
I'm a law student.
Wow. Okay.
Just the normal average guy.
But all those things ambazo umesema, they are not for an average person, man. Let's be real with each other, yeah? All those things, yeah? And how old are you?
I'm 21.
21 years old, and you're doing all that. My God. How do you manage to do all that?
Ni kujikaza tu.
Okay.
I managed to develop reading culture from way back since, like, let's say primary na huko. Then as I went on, I finished Form 4, then I actually realized I had a passion to do writing.
Okay.
So I started with that.
Wow.
Kaanza kusoma novels moja huko. Ndio tukiwa secondary pale.
Yeah.
Sabet boys kwa nafunzwa. Na sate Mrs. Alwora nakumbuka.
Oh, okay. Wow. Let me ask you a question. You are from Kapsabet Boys.
Yeah.
So Kapsabet is known to produce a lot of high-profile people in the country, Kenya.
Yeah.
The president himself?
Yeah, the president. The former president.
Oh.
Daniel Arap.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
current president.
Okay.
Ruto. Some big names, kina David Rudisha.
Wow. The runner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watu kadhaa wenye wako hii serikali na Belio Kipsang.
Yeah. I don't know, are you a TikTok fan?
Not so much.
Wow.
I'm not even gonna lie.
21 years old.
I'm not on TikTok.
Yeah.
Hata ukifungua simu yangu sina app.
Producer, umesikia hiyo? Producer, God damn it, I can't believe this. So the reason why nilikuwa nakuuliza kwa nini like kama uko TikTok is because there has been something has been trending on TikTok and inaonyesha na our Kenyan youngsters dancing.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, producer umeiona, si ndio? And then the other side, we have children from first world countries like China or the US. Wao wanafanya robotics, so they are doing so much more to contribute to the economy, and that has been trending, and they are making fun of it. And I saw in the comments people were saying Kenya will continue being the third world country as it is, still developing and still very poor because of our young people. They don't want to work. All of them, they just want to be content creators. They want to be dancers. And it's not like content creators that is adding value to the society. Content creation that is just full of fun, and it's not adding any progress to people's lives.
Yeah.
Because now, hata sasa ukiangalia content creation ile like we are talking about currently, none of them can talk about anything constructive. Ni vitu za kuongea ufala. between like relationships and drinking, kupiga sherehe and all that. So me to come across a guy like you, 21 years old, doing all of that, what does it put you in? Like, what space is it putting you?
Okay, I realized the main advantage of being like in some European countries and just abroad in general, like there is some sort of diversity in their culture, in that you can develop certain talents and make them into something useful. You can be a musician, you can be an artist, you can be a dancer who does it as a profession, you can be somebody who plays an instrument, you can be a footballer. The list is endless. But African countries, most of them, there's no room for diversity.
Okay.
Because as much as you are talented, people don't get the room, the funding.
Okay.
Maybe there's constraints to whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
So you find that people end up focusing so much in education to be able to reach the outside world.
Okay. The education that we are getting here is certainly not helping us. Okay, let's be honest, because education is meant to, like, mainly as to why we go to school is to solve the problem of unemployment.
True.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Kenya right now, so many young people are so unemployed. And that is why we are getting into content creation and mainly dancing. And that on Sunday. Oh my God. This city of Nairobi. And then I don't know what is wrong with us. We have prioritized education, yes, but it's like also we are not looking around to see the opportunities that are there. Because when I look around, there are opportunities. Let's be honest. This is a developing country.
So true.
Yeah, there are opportunities. Why are we not able to put into practice what we have learned in school and create employment?
Okay, you see, that's one of the reasons why I am partially, like, I'm 50-50 on why 844 ended and now the CBC. Before there was GHC.
Okay.
You see, like, for people as old as like our parents, our grandparents, like, education was the key.
Okay.
Like, education really was something. It meant something. You would study hard because you were guaranteed that at the end of this study you would have a reward.
Okay.
Which that reward is employment, sustainable living, a good life. But now you see the 844 system came. Education was so much book focused, such that people didn't have the room to grow their talents as much, to do other stuff. You know, it's very disadvantageous. Like for me, I did go to a private school.
Okay.
But I struggled a bit. I struggled because I was a fantastic artist, man. I used to draw.
Wow.
Endless things, footballers, portraits and such. But I didn't really have the room because you find the school I was in like New Light Junior Academy back in the day when it was the school.
Trust me, like Miata CG, and I'm sure the producer doesn't know.
I'm telling you, it was it used to produce the elite.
Wow.
At that time, you reached like something like class 7, you're banned from going for swimming. There's no other activity in school. You just go to school, read and understand, go home. Tomorrow, you do the same thing again and again.
Okay, let me ask you a question. You're 21 years old and you're doing all these things. Okay. At your age, maybe, don't you think you feel like you're missing out on a lot? Because I feel like at your age, that is the age you should be stupid like do all those kind of stupid things. Like they say that at that age you should do all those kind of stupid things so that later on in life maybe you can focus. Okay, that is what they say. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
Okay?
True.
Don't you feel like, does it ever cross your mind, or maybe what kind of I'm concerned, what kind of friends do you have? Like, do you not want to go out and party?
I have no more friends. Like, it's not that I don't want to party. I'm a very pragmatic person. I'm so focused on.
Oh my God, you just started using those big words.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Explain.
Okay, I'm so focused on what lays ahead in the future.
Oh, that is pragmatic.
Other than now.
Wow. Okay.
Other than now. Like, you see, I have no more friends. I have friends who go out. I'm just the normal guy, go play football.
Okay.
Hang out with my friends.
No pressure.
Sinanga yo pressure, but I've just scheduled my life in a way that I'm able to balance these things effectively.
Okay.
So unaona kama leo kuna concert ya Gabzi.
Okay.
Which hiyo lazima niende.
Wow, okay.
Hata nikitoka hapa hiyo ndo agenda. Niende nione game ya Man City, like any other normal person. Niende jioni, Gabzi.
Yeah.
So because it's the weekend. Weekdays, do serious things.
Okay, weekdays, like you never get any time.
Hardly.
Okay. You have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I have a girlfriend.
You get time for her?
Yeah, I have time for her.
How? So busy.
Just balance your time, man. Like, it's all about balancing.
Okay.
Mi na believe sio lazima ati ukuwe so focus na necessary pressures ya kuomoka. So unaona ka huku kwa streets people always acha mi nisome forex, nifanye nini, don't talk a block or sijui nini. I have also friends who do that, but kwangu I see it as not sustainable long enough.
Okay.
Afadhali we invest kwa kitu uko sure long term you'll benefit.
Exactly.
Like when do ufanye degree course, as much as you won't earn now, or maybe unaweza argue kuna high rate of unemployment in Kenya.
Of course.
Kenya is not the only place you can get employment. You can go apply for stuff abroad. The market is so wide and diverse. Hiyo ndo kitu watu wanasahau. Like, even if content creation doesn't work for you in this country, it doesn't mean it cannot work anywhere else.
Okay.
I usually see people on YouTube, mtu amemove from Kenya to Canada.
Oh, yeah, I've seen
just
that
to become an actor.
Okay.
He posts on his YouTube channel. He's doing quite well.
Yeah. You support the movement of moving out of the country?
I 100% support.
Okay.
If it doesn't work for you, just go and find greener pasture somewhere else.
Okay. So would you consider that?
I will definitely
You're planning to do that?
I'm planning. My eyes are so focused on like Germany, Austria, not even necessarily the USA.
Why?
Okay, I find
why not the US?
I don't personally favor going to the US.
Because they say America is the land of opportunity.
It's not. It's just telling you stories.
You can become anything you want in America.
It's not. People come out with guns and scary shit and some kids.
Now, I am concerned for a person who is learned like you just want to go to school, you just want to finish up everything that you're doing right now, currently, academically, and take all your brains, your brilliant brains, to some country in the Western world. Don't you think that's unfair? Like, honestly speaking, like, have you lost hope? Young people, have you lost hope in this country anymore?
Okay, I've not necessarily lost hope. And secondly, I don't think it's unfair.
Okay.
You know why? First, you have to look out for yourself first, then your country second. Always. You have to put yourself first, then your country second. Always in everything that you do.
So if you leave this country, like, let's say years to come, are you gonna come back?
Definitely.
Are you sure?
I'm going to come back. You know why? First, I'm doing law.
Okay.
You can't practice law in any other country. that isn't Kenya if you have done Kenyan law.
That is true. No. The understanding of law, and make me elaborate this.
Yeah.
Because how I understand law is that when you go to university,
Yeah.
you study law.
Yeah.
And that one you can practice it anywhere.
You can.
But for you to practice in a particular country, you have to study the laws. Like
you have to go to
2
Kenya
years.
School of
Is
Law.
it 2?
Yeah.
2 years now. Study the laws over there and practice. So I feel like you are Strathmore students.
Yeah.
You can practice law anywhere in the world.
I can.
Studio?
Yeah.
For provided you go learn the law of that country.
Yeah.
And I've seen lawyers like what's his name? Wajakoya.
Yeah.
I've seen this guy Musyoka Mutuko.
Yeah, Musyoka Mutuko.
Yeah. That guy, he's making a lot of money in the US, based in the US. All of these lawyers, they're based in the US. They're making a lot of money. Makes a lot of sense if you want to move over there and make the money for yourself. But at the end of the day, don't you think like you're encouraging people to live like, we're just going to school to study and just live? The Kenyan dream is to leave Kenya. What's up with that?
Okay, I see it as, Kenya is a very good country to live in
what makes it good country to live in?
When you have money.
Okay, what makes it good?
Like, for example, if a person is living in, let's say, Uptown, Runda, Muthaiga,
okay,
you have access to everything, all the amenities. Mm-hmm. Like, Kenya is genuinely, even if you want any recreational facility in this country, you can easily get it.
Okay.
You can go to, not even malls, there are 5-star hotels. There are so many things you can do. You can go bungee jumping, scuba diving. In Kenya, it's not like we are so limited that we can't afford these other things that other countries can afford. Now the problem comes in when you've finished education, you have the certificate, you did well, you've been tarmacking in this country for the last 6 years, and you are given one opportunity to either go to any European country. Okay. You'll definitely jump on that train.
Now, you have talked about gym malls, jumping castles. You have not mentioned about how the system is so bad here. You have not talked about tribalism. You have not talked about roads. The roads are so bad. The streets are so unclean, dirty everywhere. Have you seen Nairobi River lately? Have you seen how Mombasa people are just wanna bebwa na maji?
Mombasa, I've seen Mombasa, Kilifi.
God damn it. And then have you seen the way government wanarudishiana maneno in the county government?
Okay, I think
now who wants to live in such a country? Like, let's be honest, the healthcare system is so bad. Okay.
Yeah, the healthcare is a problem.
I see people a lot now. See, when I take a look at the statistics in Africa, it says Kenya is one of the most improved healthcare system in Africa. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know kama hii yetu inakaa hivi na Uganda inakaa aje kama Tanzania.
Okay, people usually say Uganda are living in 2011. Most people I meet.
Okay.
I don't know why. Maybe it's so bad, but I don't know. But for Kenya, the healthcare system is a problem.
It's a problem.
It's a very big problem.
Let's talk about the roads. The roads are so bad.
Hey, Kwanza, Eastlands.
Yeah.
I can't even mention it.
Kudos to that Mheshimiwa Nani Babowino. I went to Utawala. Is it Embakasi East? He's doing a good job over there. I went there. We need such kind of MPs, Member of Parliament, or Embakasi East. He's doing a good job. He's constructing roads over there and Anajaribu. Let's be honest. Yeah. That is one of the MPs. But I think, oh my God, the infrastructure is not yet there.
It's not. It's very far from being good enough.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, the major problem with the devolved government is that there are so many gaps and inconsistencies.
Okay.
The problem is not allocating funding.
Yeah.
The problem is when you allocate such funding, it always has a tendency of making a disappearing act.
Okay.
And it's a constant problem.
Wow.
Because when you go to like Milimani Law Courts, Anti-Corruption Division, you only find corruption cases.
Okay, you've worked there?
Yeah. corruption cases that leave you wondering, how can just someone look at a road that is not built, has potholes for the last 5 years he's been in office, yet he's been allocated the funding, and he's doing nothing to build that road. On top of that, the money disappears.
Let me ask you a question. As young as you are, do you aspire to be a political leader?
Never.
Why?
I just don't like politicians. Not at all.
No, it's not about politicians, but I'm thinking maybe you want to do something for your community, right?
Okay, doing something for my community is per se distributing foods.
No, it's not enough.
Okay, it's an effort that is seen by people around your community.
Okay.
It's not about how much you're willing to give.
Okay.
It's about giving to the community back consistently, wholeheartedly, without bias.
Okay. But I want you to understand something. You are doing a course that not everyone can do. Okay. So you are in a line of career whereby you get to understand what the community needs and what they deserve, and that is their rights. And so many people, they don't know their rights. We don't know what is the content of the constitution there. Don't you think you have an obligation to educate our people? And while you're still at it, educating our people or your people, you can still fight for them, fight for their rights, enlighten them as a young person. Because now we need young people in the government.
I do agree we need young people in the government, but also you also need to consider the reality.
The reality is what?
Young people hardly ever get into government. Can you give me an example of someone who is young and is sitting in a governor's office? Just one.
Really?
One.
Really? In this era?
I just need one.
Come on. We have Toto.
I just
Women drop.
One governor.
Governor.
Who is sitting and is a young person.
Sakaja is young. It's not really young, but he's young. He's like under 40, 38 years old. Sakaja is young. Producer. Sakaja is young. Sindio?
You can't categorize someone who is 40 as young.
Okay.
For me, at least 30. They say experience is the best teacher.
Okay.
That's why they usually put people who have experience in power. But those same people are the one who use this power to abuse.
But let me ask you a question. Do you think things will be different with young leaders if we have many young leaders?
Not many. I just need the number to be improved, because as per now it's not good enough.
Okay.
You can't constantly tell people that because this person is a certain age, you don't think he has the capabilities of running a county.
Okay.
And we are all seeing people who are experienced in the field constantly failing to do what is necessary for the common man.
You have an example you can give?
You just stated, like, for example, the healthcare system.
Okay, yeah.
Take, for instance, even in Nairobi.
Okay.
You're paying taxes. Just assume you're paying taxes.
Every day.
I'm hearing that some other tax is going to be added onto taxes we're already paying.
Okay.
You're paying for NHIF.
Okay.
They want to introduce another WHO that they claim is going to be better than NHIF.
Okay.
We have been in the NHIF system for as long as I can remember.
Okay.
If you want to do something extremely important like an X-ray or something, they tell you to use your own money. And mind you have been paying to an insurance cover that should help you when necessary.
Okay. But do you think what we pay as an NHIF insurance cover is enough to cover for such expenses, healthcare expenses? I don't think it's enough.
It's not.
It's not enough.
It's
definitely.
not. But on the other end, whose problem is it that it's not enough?
It's us. It's our problems as citizens. Yeah.
It's our problems as citizens.
Yeah.
One. Two, who designed the NHIF system?
It was the government.
Who creates the bigger problem?
The bigger problem no, let me tell you something. The bigger problem is corruption, and corruption starts from the roots. Sometimes we can sit here and start blaming the politicians, but watch yourself as a citizen. When you go out there, what do? Do you not pay that officer, that traffic police akikusimamisha kwa njia? You say, officer, chukua hiyo soda. You see?
True.
Yeah. Corruption starts with us.
It does start with
us. We are the key. We are the epicenter of corruption in this country as citizens. Let's be honest. And we keep on blaming politicians here, telling us.
I actually don't blame them as such, because any other person in that same position will do the exact same thing.
So I feel like for us to solve the problem of corruption in this country, we need to go back to the roots again, where it all starts. And it all starts with integrity. Yeah. We need to nurture the integrity we need to nurture the integrity habits of our citizens.
Oh yeah,
in this country.
Like there's so much corruption in all systems of government, be it the judiciary, the executive. No one is free. No one is free.
So you're going to be working in that field. Are you going to bring any change before you go abroad?
I'm not going to confidently come here and state that I'm going to be the change maker and sell you some false narrative like a politician. I am going to say, though, I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best in execution of the law to try and reduce the rate of corruption in this country. I was arguing with another person the other day, like, you remember the time where death penalty was still a thing?
Oh yeah.
I don't find it punishment enough, because politicians get away with a lot. They get away with some things that even you as a taxpayer, if you hear, it's really annoying. Somebody embezzles like billions of shillings, 1.3 billion. And at the end of a case, he gets like a fine. Can you imagine? At the end of a 5-year case, somebody gets a fine.
Now let me tell you something, Abed.
Yeah.
If there's something I feel like has destroyed this country, it's democracy. In a way, I feel like democracy has contributed to corruption in this country, because a lot of people are taking advantage of that.
Yeah, true.
True. You are doing something, you are committing a crime. And because our democracy is not even really a democracy.
It's not.
We are not yet there.
We are not.
Okay? Because now, the people who are going to investigate, if I get to know them, of course I will approach them. True. And I'll give them something. Okay?
True.
The judge, I will give him or her something. Okay? And until proven guilty, I am not guilty. Okay? So I am going to steal, and you will take me to court. Okay?
Yeah.
And you will do nothing about it, because until I am guilty, I am not guilty.
That is very true. And you see, that's why like I usually prefer countries like US in terms of how they deal with the
and China.
You see, in the US and in most Europe countries, the burden of proof lies on the defendant, not the prosecution.
Okay.
You are guilty until proven innocent. You are not innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
So you have to prove you are innocent.
Wow.
You know how hard that is?
It's not easy.
And to make matters worse, in US there's a jury.
Yeah.
So the judge has say on very little. Very non-negligible things.
Yeah, that's true.
The jury is the one who decides. A normal average person comes and listens to your case.
Okay.
Throughout the session, and determines whether you are guilty or innocent based on the facts purely.
Based on facts, yeah?
Yeah.
That is crazy. Oh my God, that is crazy.
If we had such a system in Kenya, oh my days.
Why? What is making us not have such kind of a system?
Okay, I think also, this African thing where, in Africa you can't have a jury, let's be honest.
Why?
Okay, for the information I've seen, you see, a jury, they have to be anonymous people. You can't know.
Yeah, of course you can't know them. But here,
with the power people have, I can assure you, they'll know who the jury is.
Yes,
they go and threaten people, threaten families. You see, that's the issue.
And that's a problem. That's the biggest problem. So, wow. I don't have any words to add on, man. I'm just astonished. A person like you, so young, 21 years old, and you're just generating wisdom, spitting and spitting and spitting. It's crazy. Yeah, I'll definitely want to have you again in the studio. Yes. We want to talk about more sensitive issues, of course. Like there's so much going on in this country, so much going on, everything that has been going on in Meru County and all that, patriarchal society that we are living in, discriminating women, gender equality and all that. I'm sure you can have something to say about that. Thank you very much. For having us in the studio, man.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, man. We welcome you again next time. Until next time, man. This is Stan FM. Click and of course subscribe to our YouTube channel and all the other social media accounts and platforms, man. See you next time. Thank you.